Welcome to Steins Gate, episode 7. Last time we had Moeka finally come back, and she is lab member number 5 now, and she mentioned this person she's talking with, FB, and so we'll see where it's going to go now from there. I don't know if just everybody's going to become a lab member. We're eventually just going to have a ton of them. Suzuha, Rukako, who we haven't seen in a while, Ferris, who also haven't seen in a little bit. I don't know, but she's lab member number 5. She's here now, and I am really excited to just watch more, so let's jump into it. If you want to see the discussion, time code is in the description, and you can skip straight to it. Also in the description is the Patreon, if you want to go ahead and see the next episode after this one, because they go up a week early over there. You can also vote in polls for what shows I watch. So yeah, let's watch episode 7. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. I'm just excited to just get into it. Get into more, because I'm liking this show. There was the weird-ass dream sequence craziness last time, too. The powerful right arm of Ho in Kiyoma. This is pretty good. That sounds like it would be in some kind of superpowered anime. That's a good act. Not the tenders! Ruined! The time machine is more important. But you need a microwave too. It's important. So she's still here. He did say none of his face. All right. This music sounds like old video game music. I don't know technical terms for this. Is that Mr. Brown's daughter? Yep. Is that ever going to be relevant? Because I forgot about that. Anything? I honestly thought it was going to cut to the OP. Yep, this is it. Suzuha? Okay. But yeah, it was like episode 1 where he said his name was Tenoji, and I forgot about that. I saw it when I was going back to episode 1 later to look at it again and look at some details. I saw that, and I was like, oh yeah. I don't know why he calls him Mr. Brown, just his random chuny nickname for him. It's kind of a normal name, not like Shining Finger. And then you had her, like, Daddy's name is not Mr. Brown. It's not like he's... It could be a joke. Just like, oh, he's calling him by the wrong name. Everybody's going to correct him all the time. But I don't know. Like, does his real name matter? Because they said it was Tenoji, so it's not like... Now I'm going to be on the lookout for anybody with the initials FB. Or anything that it could stand for. Finite! It says finite. It starts with an F. But yeah, I'm just excited to watch more. Because... as much as I like the shows that I am watching, other than this one, I think this is the one that I'm most excited to see the new episodes of, just because you've got some comedies. Cowboy Bebop is mostly episodic. This one, you've got the plot going on, and it's very interesting, so it's like I want to see what happens next. It's the case with all the shows, but you know, it's like, I gotta know where we go in Steins Gate. I like me some chicken tenders. How can you be out of Dr. Pepper? It's unheard of. DK Pepperian. What did you get? You didn't get like another soda? You didn't just get Pepsi or whatever? The weird alt Pepsi? You got V8? Horrible assistant. Can't open the windows in the middle of secret time travel experiments. Now she's got to ask about the round table. So she'll add to the dynamic by being there without really being there because she's off in the corner not speaking. A lot of texts. The poor man, he tries to give his speeches and just people don't listen. They question things. And it creates different world lines or something. I don't know about the emails though. That's if a person goes back, so. Yes. That's exactly what I would do. I think that's what everybody would do. Gotta get the money. And they actually do legitimately need it. If they want to take this to a grander stage, how you can help with world peace? Yeah, I mean, you could. Too many moving parts. Oopa cushion. Too many things you can potentially mess up by going for world peace. Keep it small. Get some money. What the hell is... I love the voice acting. What? But yeah. Get a lot of money. You can donate some to charity. So they need the money for, advanced time travel experiments. And I need it for wanting to have it. So yeah, that's what everybody would do. Everybody would... Back to the Future 2 sports almanac shit. The more lab members you get, just the more chaos is happening. Now you gotta look at your text all the time because she won't talk. She still wants to borrow that. We're just adding girls. But Mayuri has a new friend. Do it. Go for it. Okay. I think you could use that. Too much. Oh. Come on. No. You gotta go big. The hell. Adorable. Aw, pleasant pictures of the lab. It involves a phone, so you can do it. So can you do 7 days? I don't know what the limit is, if there is one. Well, they don't know what you're talking about. I think it's fun for them to argue with each other. You. She knew. Alright, let's see if we can send a message back in time 7 days to win third prize at the lottery. I don't know how this is going to work, though. I just want to wait and see what happens. I mean, you gotta try it, right? Won't know unless you do it. Congru. Oh. What? Hello? This music. Whoa. Alright. Trippy. What's going on? Okay. And that's it? Hi. So... it worked. It arrived. Did they not do it though? What do they know? What do they not know? Okay. So he didn't go. Maybe 7 days is too far. He didn't go back in time to go win the lottery, but he seems to have gone back by like a minute. Here's Rukiko. Hi. How you doing? Oh, did she do it? She got it? Okay, you told him the numbers. I almost said her. When? A week? Okay. But he... carry the one. How do you get one of the numbers wrong when he told you the numbers? 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. There's Dr. Pepper! They weren't out of it in this timeline. Prangles. Okay. So he told him, but he didn't actually come. He came. I gotta think about it. Like it sent him to this parallel world line where they weren't out of DK Pepper, rather than like sending him 7 days in the past. It made it so the message was sent. I didn't notice if he had initially chosen Rukiko to be the recipient of the message. I have to go back and look at that. I can't always look at all the text all over and see it all at once, you know, when I'm reading the subtitles. She took that really seriously. Whoa. Apparently to her, brainwashing is a very real possibility from the future that she is from. Chipped. Okay. Well, that's good to know. The organization is not in there. It's when you put your head in the washing machine. Don't worry about it. Don't scare the little girl. Nye. So he's not brainwashed yet. Is anybody else brainwashed? Now I gotta worry about time travelers. Now I gotta worry about people being brainwashed. I gotta make my brain think about all this time travel shit. Yeah. She knows everything, dude. Yeah. Lab member number 6. Bring in the daughter, number 7. Are we ever going to meet him in person? Yes, one where they had Dr. Pepper at the store. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. It never happened. So you sent it from that world line, which made it happen in this one, even though you didn't send it in this one. Okay. What's the deal with the bike? What's going to happen with the bike? Somebody going to get hit by a car on that bike? Why are we focusing on the bike? Oh god, a truck! No! Don't do it! Okay, it's fine. Get away from my daughter! Oh god. Dude! Where did she... Yep, okay. In trouble, and your perfect getaway. Well, okay. So once again, you are left as the only one who knows what happened. But I have questions. And I need to save it for the discussion, because I gotta pay attention here and think about it. Childish Celeb 17. So when we do the review, I'll get into all this stuff. The zombie. Really? Assistant Christina, Childish Celeb 17, The Zombie. I did not get to read all that. Gotta go back and double check a lot of shit in this episode. Mr. Titer. Do people know who John Titer is in this timeline? What year did he still came back to now in this timeline? Tell me all about the time machine next time. Damn you, Shining Finger. What's up? What did you... Seriously? Or is this a joke? Okay. Half and half. Serious, but not as serious as it could have been. Keep your money for yourself. Now, Rukiko's there. She's cute as hell. I love her voice, too. Kana Hanazawa. Talking to Mayuri genuinely cheers him up. How could it not? The one thing? Yeah. Why? I was wondering that too. Because it also happened the first time. Alright. So why is it happening? He wasn't just a Chuny, he had an ability all along! Why? 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 Why can he? I don't know. I want to binge the show and just know it all, but I also want to take my time and think about it and let it sit in. Let it soak. Well then. Why? Yeah. I mean, you've been trying to change the world, haven't you? But now that it's being presented to you, you're in disbelief? Maybe the specific prospect of saving the world, be our savior, you alone have this ability, it's a little much. Well then, I gotta go back and look at some details from that episode and do some thinking. But yeah, that was episode 7, so on to the discussion. Okay, episode 7 of Steins Gate. We're getting more into the main plot kicking in, and more time travel happening, and questions being raised, and me thinking about 100 different things during the reaction and trying to follow and process what's going on, and, you know, it could get a little annoying to watch during the reactions, I don't know, but just in case it does, you know, if I'm ever confused or just theorizing during the reactions, I always take the time afterwards to stop and think about things, you know, just while I'm watching the episode, while I have to process all the information as it's happening, in addition to speaking about it and also talking about things in a hopefully entertaining way for the purpose of a video. You know, things might get a little jumbled just because I'm going to be throwing out like every theory that I have, anything that pops into my head, and thinking about the time travel and the different world lines and the consequences of all of it, and trying to figure out all the small details, you know, stuff that I'm trying to figure out and comprehend as it is happening. Then afterwards, I go back, I rewatch through the episode, I compile my notes, and I get it under control, so yeah, it's fun to watch, for sure. I just want to let you know, like, anything that I may seem confused about, generally, I get the hang of it afterwards, and of course, we can always discuss it further in the comments if you have anything you want to say, but Yeah, it was a really good episode. There was a lot of interesting stuff, a lot to think about. I really liked at the beginning, like the old video game-esque music that was playing. I don't know if that was any specific reference, maybe to some time travel related game or something. I don't really know. But you've got Moeka there now as lab member number 5, who mostly is, inconspicuous because she doesn't really talk. She's just over there in the corner on her phone doing nothing, but she is texting all the time, and so it's always fun to see the interactions of the group. And now you've got another member in there, and I don't know if we'll just keep adding more and more people like Suzuha or someone like that as we go. But for the round table thing before, she now gets to comment on that. What's a round table meeting? So, of course, everything he brings up is just questioned and interrupted constantly by everybody, even a new member who doesn't even say anything, constantly sending him texts while he's trying to speak, still taking a picture of his face, still wanting to borrow the IBN and everything. So it just causes him trouble no matter who it is, but it's fun. She adds more to the group dynamic, which is really good. And I like the little scene with her and Mayuri having a little tour of the place, because Mayuri is really cute and fun, and it's cool for her to have another girl there to hang around with and everything. I love the voice acting. Mayuri is great. Kana Hanazawa sounds really good as her. And of course, like I talked about before, Mamoru Miyano as Okabe. When he says, Cerebro 17, when I was taking my notes, I fucking rewound that 2-second clip so many times. Just had it on loop. Cerebro 17. It just sounds awesome, and just he's so good as this role. He's one of my favorites anyway, but he's really good as this character. I like that a lot. But that's her new nickname, Karisu's Childish Celeb 17, despite not being 17. We also meet Mr. Brown's daughter in this episode. The little girl's hanging out with Suzuha. And Suzuha has been hearing everything. You can hear everything out the window. So anybody passing by, it doesn't matter for Suzuha. She knows everything anyway. She's from the future. But, So when will she get fully brought into the fold? Who knows? Brainwashing, apparently a very real possibility in the future that she's from. When he's like, yeah, maybe I am brainwashed. She takes it very seriously, and she goes to check, and she's like, Are you actually brainwashed? And he's like, no, you're not chipped. So apparently in the future, CERN puts chips in people and brainwashes them. They were fixing a bike the entire time that they were out there, Suzuha and Nai, I think her name is, Mr. Brown's daughter. And I don't know, I was just wondering if that matters at all, because that's what they're doing the entire episode. They're fixing this bike, and then at the end, we have Nai being like, can I ride on your bike? And then Mr. Brown comes and he's like, what are you doing with my adorable daughter? I'm trying to protect her, don't you be doing shit with her. So I don't know. I might be overthinking it, but I'm just wondering, is there going to be anything to do with this bike, or was it just, that just happens to be the thing that they were doing out there, rather than just having them sitting out there on a bench for no reason? I don't know, when you have this whole episode focused on them fixing the bike, and then you have the girl like, can I ride the bike? And there's time travel involved that we're trying to test out. Just one of my first thoughts is like, this girl's gonna ride the bike and get hit by a fucking car, and then we're gonna have to go back in time and fix it, or something, Especially because, like, right after she said that, we cut to Mr. Brown coming in a truck. And so I'm like, you cut from her wanting to ride the bike, cutting to a truck. Is this foreshadowing for the future? But probably not, but it's just something that I thought of. And also, speaking of Mr. Brown, of course we had FB mentioned last time. Somebody Moeka has been talking to, and the original owner of the IBN or something like that. I don't know. But now I'm going to be on the lookout all the time for initials like FB. And you do have Mr. Brown, whatever, whose last name is B, which is not his real name, which I wonder if that matters. I had forgotten about that. I went back and when I was re-looking at episode 1 later, I saw that scene, and I was like, oh yeah, he said his real name was Tennoji, not Mr. Brown. That's just one of Okarin's nicknames. But that does start with B, of course. I don't know what his full name is, but that's just the thing Okabe calls him. But if there's time travel involved, who the hell knows? But just the fact that his daughter was saying, like, oh, that's not Daddy's real name. The camera movement was kind of conspicuous to me. How he was talking, she said it really quick. That's not Daddy's name. Like, the camera panned over to her when she started to say it, and then quickly panned away before she finished, which could just be a comedic thing, like, oh, he's not listening, he's calling another person by some name that's not theirs. But it also kind of seemed with that camera movement like saying to Okabe, hey, this is important, you should listen to that. But he's not listening. I don't know. The only other F person is Ferris. You've got her as an F. I don't know her full name. I don't even know if that's her real name. You've got Brown as a B. So I don't know. I'm on the lookout for FB initials now. So yeah, and her bringing up, that's not Dad's real name. I don't know. I don't think anybody that we've met is FB. I don't know what FB is, but I'm just, I'm on the lookout, paying attention for those kind of things. So anyway, we're going to travel the D-mail into the past to win the lottery. Third place. I guess he didn't want to win first place. I'm not sure if it was out of, intimidation. That's too much money, and he was scared of that? Or scared of having too big of an impact on changing the past? Or if it was out of, I don't want to take that kind of money, out of kindness, I don't want to cheat the system that badly? Or what? Of course he says, the organization could track me if we get too much money, but it's, I think it's a matter of being a little scared of getting that much. But either way, I do agree that they shouldn't go for world peace immediately, You gotta test it out, you gotta try something kind of small, something that's easy to see the results of, personally, and come on. Who wouldn't immediately try to use it to get some money? You're going to go win the lottery. You're going to go bet on some sports game. You're going to do the Back to the Future 2 sports almanac shit. Come on. That's what everybody would do it. I would do it. Don't lie. Don't pretend. So, yeah. And if you want to go work for world peace and, continue to do this more, you're going to need money. So, get some money now, and it's fine. Going for anything bigger, you could cause too many changes. Butterfly effect, you never know what the hell's going to happen, so you want to start small, you want to start simple, just go for the lottery. And then when they send the email back, it was really tense when we're in that scene of him actually undergoing the time travel, and he's not sure where he is and what's going on. That was tense. And then once he's actually there, surrounded by the rest of the group, it still was, because I wasn't sure what had happened. I'm did it work? Have things changed? What exactly has happened? What do they know? What do they not know? What's going on here? And this was in the reaction where I was kind of, just kind of throwing out every idea, just out of all the possibilities that could have possibly happened. Because I'm just thinking, did he literally physically travel back in time somehow, just because some weird connection with the microwave? I was wondering if that had happened, which no. But, I figured that out as we went. We see that he's gone to a new world line where they haven't discussed the details of this experiment yet, but 1 week ago, Rukiko was told by him to go get a lottery ticket, which she got the number wrong of, so they didn't actually win, but it worked. Got the lottery ticket in this new world line, sent it 7 days in the past, so I was wondering before if there's a limit. They had talked about 5 days before, this one was 7, so we can at least go a week into the past. But yeah, we're in this new world line now, and nobody knows what's up except Ocarine, even though he shouldn't know either. And we don't know what the deal is with that. And I really like the Dr. Pepper detail, the DK Pepper, but, easier to just say Dr. Pepper, of her not getting any Dr. Pepper because they were sold out. Got vegetable juice instead. You couldn't just get a different soda? Okay. But that's just a fun little scene. And you don't really think anything of it. You don't think it's going to be reincorporated or have any deeper meaning. It's just, they didn't have Dr. Pepper, she got the vegetable juice. Haha, conflict. Karisu, Okabe. Normal stuff. But then, that actually is used as a way to show the fact that he has changed world lines. Because when he goes to the new one, there's Dr. Pepper on the table. So we know, okay, he's in a different world line, one where they weren't sold out of Dr. Pepper. That's the one difference. They got a lottery ticket, and they had Dr. Pepper at the store. Let me just think about all the sequence of events, because maybe Rukiko was the one who had bought the Dr. Pepper, but instead went to go buy the lottery ticket, so they had Dr. Pepper. Bam! 10 out of 10. Fucking yeah. So yeah, he can be a true Dr. Pepperian. Like a strawberry milky from Gintama. Although I like strawberry milk, I'm not really a fan of Dr. Pepper. Sorry, not into it. But yeah, so that happens. He has no record of the D-mail because in this world line he didn't actually send it. We don't know why he has the memories. And I'm guessing, like, the reason that, this happened, this is the first time this has happened since episode 1, is because the D-mail was significant enough to cause a change in the past. Like, all the other ones that they sent were just random. They either had no message, or they just had a message like Kurisu calling him an idiot. Normal stuff like that. But this one was instruction to go play these numbers at the lottery. So that actually caused a change, thus changing the world line. So in episode 1, that happened as well. He sent the text saying what had happened, that Kurisu was stabbed and everything. So what were all the details there that caused the world line to change? That was a significant enough message to cause changes to happen. So what were the actual events that happened in the past that he sent that text to that caused him to change world lines? I want to know all those details. And why him? Why is he able to retain his memories? We haven't seen anybody else do it yet. We haven't seen anybody else use the phone microwave to send a D-mail that will actually impact the past, so I don't know what will happen if somebody else does it. If somebody else does it, would they retain the memories? Apparently not, because it's just Ocarine from what they say. If somebody else does it, would Ocarine know? Or would his memories be gone too? His will only be retained if he's the one who does it. I don't know. But for now, you're not supposed to be able to retain the memories of the old world line, but he is doing it for some reason. And John Titor says that just for some reason you seem to have this ability, maybe. So we don't know why. Is there going to be some kind of, like, I don't know. I wasn't expecting, like, some kind of shonen battle anime, like, you were the chosen one, you have the nine-tailed fox inside you, you are a hollow and a shinigami and a Quincy and everything, you are a half-demon, you are a this, like, what, is there something about him, somehow, personally, that just lets him do this? If so, what? I don't know, that's weird. Titor could be wrong, he could be lying, we don't really know what he's actually aiming for here, or who this person really is that Ocarina is talking to. But for now, it seems that for whatever reason, Ocarina is the only one who can do it. So, I don't know, I'll just have to wait for some explanation about that. And he talks about guiding the world beyond 1% divergence, and maybe normally most people can only alter the world up to like 1%, if that's what he means, only make like small changes. But like it always ends up the same. It always ends in a dystopia because they can't change it enough. And maybe Ocarine, with this ability of his, is the only one who can change it significantly enough to actually significantly change the future and make it so CERN doesn't destroy everything. And it's interesting, his reaction at the end, because of course he's been like, oh yes, I am the great mad scientist and I will change the ruling structure of the world. But then when actually presented with this and being told by somebody else, you might be the only one who can guide us to salvation, who can be our savior and save the world, he's like, whoa, what? I don't know about all that. He's actually, because like I said before, I really like how the Chuny persona kind of breaks down in some moments to show that he is taking this fairly seriously. And so here, he's actually like, what? Save the world? I don't know. And I really want to see more of his reaction in the next episode, because that's where this one ends. So if he's going to continue to be scared about it, if he's going to turn around and be like, yes, of course, I will save the world, or if he's going to have to like deliberate on this, I want to see more of his thought process behind it. But for now, it's interesting to see his initial reaction. I also really like the scene where he is waiting on the message from Titor, because that's just another good scene to get a bunch of different character interactions when they're not even in the same place. Because that's like my favorite thing about this show, the characters and their interactions, the dialogue between them, how unique they are and how well written they are. And so in that scene, you have him waiting for the email, Kurisu stayed there, and they have their little back and forth. You get a text from Ruka saying she's sorry about the lottery, and he's like, oh, how nice. You get a text from Moeka, to which he acts annoyed. You get a call from Daru, to which he acts annoyed. He's concerned at first when he finds out what it's about. He's like, fuck you. Then he gets a call from Mayuri, which calms him down and then makes him smile, because how can you not smile after talking to her? So that's cool. It just shows all of the different characters, what they would do and say in that situation, and his reactions to each one, and just how unique it all is. And I love these characters. And now we're getting more into the time travel stuff, and there's a lot to think about. and questions being raised. I want to see more of what Okabe is going to do about this, to see more of what they do with the time travel, what is and isn't possible, all the crazy stuff that can be accomplished, what happens that causes them to, like what events they might want to go back and change, or what changes because of what they do, things more significant than having Dr. Pepper at the store. There's a lot that can happen. And I am very much looking forward to seeing more. So if you have anything you want to say about the episode, we can talk about it some more in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more new episodes every week. And share the video with other people that you think might enjoy it as well. And check out the Patreon if you want to watch the next episode now, because they come out a week early over there. So I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.